Hello, fellow comrades. Once again, you are welcome to my channel. This is Rabbi Afful, and I wish to appreciate all of you and those of you who are very new to this platform. I will ask that you subscribe to this channel and then hit on the notification bell so that anytime a new video is created like this, you will be able to you get to know that we've made a new video so that you can also watch it. You will see from the background, I'm always in touch with with nature, and you see the green vegetation around me. Today, I wish to discuss with you a particular topic under spirituality, and it's a major topic because most people have been really asking me about it, and this time round, I want to make a complete video on it so that those of you who have not yet partaken of this thing will be able to do so. What is happening is that today I'm here to discuss with you altars. Altars. Yes, altars. Well, when we say an altar, what do we mean? Or what does it mean to say an altar? An altar. Yes, we do hear altars. What does it really mean? An altar is a house for spirits. It's a house for spirits. And in the Christian era, the beginning of Christianity, you see the Catholics and other Orthodox churches having altars. This altars is a place where humanity means with spirit or spirits. So what happens is that wherever there is anything that will house a spirit, then that thing is an altar. We'll first look at the different forms of altars and how to create an altar for yourself. In fact, because it is a house for spirits, it is apparently necessary that you have one particular spirit in mind. I have a Saint Michael altar. That is the altar which I connect with Saint Michael's, and I cannot enumerate the benefits that I get from this altar. If just having an altar in your house is enough to protect the whole house, because with the altar you can connect to the spirit. Some people prefer to have altars, others do not prefer to have it. Whichever way, it is okay. But those who prefer to have an altar can be built also for specific purpose, like to have a money altar, a love altar. Yes, where money prayers in regards to money and spells in regard to money are made. If you want to make an altar for a particular saint, it is acceptable. But if you want to bring other saints onto the altar, you must make sure that those saints, they are compatible. Meaning, if the saints are not compatible, it is not good to bring all of them onto one altar. Having known that, we had the holies of holies, where the high priest was instructed that there should be a fire in front of the or an oil lamp in front of the holies of holies, which should never go off. In like manner, we also had the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant is an altar. It's a moving altar. You understand? So there are many forms of altars. We have hidden altars. We have altars that are movable. I've seen people carry their altars in briefcase. It's possible to use an altar and then after using the altar, dismantle the altar for waiting for another use. Yes, there were some animals. I think some squirrel was creeping at the back, so I had to watch. Sorry. You know, so we have these altars which can be moved. Especially this one is very good when you are staying with people who do not actually believe in this sort of altar. Then it is good that you create the altar and dismantle it after you have finished your its usage. To build an altar, there is no hard and fast rule as to the items which you go to the onto the altar. But some of the things that I will suggest will aid you in creating of your altar. One of the things is that you must have a table which you should have cleansed. You can steep bay leaves and add consecrated salt and use it to mop a table. Have a white cloth over it. The cloth should be white because white is the spectrum of all colors. At the requisite time, you may decide to use different colors depending on your desire or on the spirit with which. If you want to work with the 7 archangels, then it means you are going to use the colors that resonate well with the angels, like red for Kamael, blue for Sachiel, black for Cassiel, yellow for Michael, white for Gabriel, and purple for Raphael. In that order, you use the colors that resonate well with the archangels. But for a general altar, I will recommend a white cloth. On the altar, you should have water. Water is life, and water is a form of offering to the spirit. And all spirits accept water offering. So there should be that water on the altar. You can also keep your Bible on your altar. This one will aid you for bibliomancy. In order to do a lot of bibliomancy, you can use the Bible for bibliomancy. I mean, Bible divination. So you can use the Bible. Other things that must go onto the altar is fire, incense, salt. These one two are positioned rightly. Some altars have two white lights, especially when you are working with the beams of light. You have 2 white lights at the edges of the altar or flanked. You flank the altar, I mean the 2 edges with white candles. Those who have the left-hand path usually will use 2 black candles. Now there is other places where you use 3 master candles, which is 3 white candles, and in front of it a color candle representing the archangel. Then there is also where you can use only 1 white candle, which is usually my system. I use only 1 white candle. Those of you who want to know how to conduct a service in front of this altar would need to request for my newly written book, The Mystic at Prayer. In that one, I have showed you prayers that you can offer at your altar. Do not put different saints on the same altar who do not agree. If otherwise, then give every particular saint you want to work with, give him 1 altar. If you are staying with people who will otherwise question you, then make an altar which can be dismantled or be removed. It means after your work, you fold all your items and put in a briefcase and lock it. All your candle and paraphernalia, you just gather them and then put them in a briefcase and lock them. For the prayers to be said at the altars, whether you are dealing with a particular saint, whether you are connecting with divine itself on your altar, please, I will recommend that you buy my book, which is The Mystic at Prayer, because in it I've enumerated all the procedures through which you can be able to perform this. Fellow comrades, thank you very much for once again being here with me. It's always a pleasure for me to meet you in this way. I appreciate you, those of you who are giving me the thumbs up, and those of you who are sending me message, giving me complaints as to the quality of the picture and the sound. Unfortunately, I'm using my cell phone, and for now, we'll have to make do with it. In the near future, where there is the need to, where I've been able to purchase a more powerful camera, I'll be able to make videos which are more explicit and the voice very clear. I thank you also for some of the compliments some of you people have been sending me. It gladdens my heart, and it gives me the impetus to move further and to create such video for you. This is the altars for you. Now, performing at the altar, you will need to buy my book. Then you'll be able to see the prayers that I really have used over the time. My own personal prayers. They are a compilation of prayers that I've used from various sources, and I have proved the efficacy of these prayers. Thank you and stay blessed. Once again, this is your brother, your friend, your father, Rabbi Dr. Kwesi Afful, reaching you live from Ewutubo Diase in the central region of Ghana. My name is Rabbi Afful. Shalom, shalom, peace, Baruch Hashem.